Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi. My name is Ebrezia or Brezzi. I am a divine channel, a goddess, and a seer, y'all. I feel like I embody so many different things that I have over the years tried to figure out and narrow down what to call myself, and I'm a seer. I'm a seer. I see everything fully, okay? SeerfullyBrezzi, okay? All right, so I wanted to do a full moon in Sagittarius collective energy. Y'all gonna have to bear with me because this full moon energy is kicking my ass. It is June 10th, and I can say, y'all, for the past 2 days, I have been crazy tired, but I genuinely wanted to get this energy out. I really wanted to tap into this energy because I am excited for it, because it is a big shift. It is going to be a different energy these next 6 months if we're doing the calendar year. What's interesting enough about the full moon in Sagittarius, it falls on 6/11, which is tomorrow. Let me double check, because I actually didn't double check. Yes, it's on 6/11. And when you break down the numerology in 06/11/25, you get 6. So it's like everything is balancing out. And 6 actually talks about harmony and balance. It talks about spiritual alignment. It talks about as above, so below. It really puts you into your divine path. It really puts you into your divine path. It really puts you on your soul's journey, and it really removes any playing when it comes to how you are moving forward. So it's been a little wonky, since January, February, March, April, even moving into the astrological new year. I don't mean to quote it because this is the astrological new year, but even moving into what we call, the astrological new year, it genuinely has been like there's no new start, but we feel everything internally. It's just physically it was not really being released. Now, for some of you, it feels like collectively, even for me, it was slow progression. Okay, I really felt the energy of slow progression. Like I was seeing the progression on the physical, but it was coming in very slowly. So that's been our life since January, February, March, April, May. Now we are in June, which is the 6 month when you are doing the Western calendar. And I thought that was very unique and specific to the energy that we are about to feel and are already feeling. If you tapped into and turn on like me, you're already feeling that moon energy. I'm very connected, heavy to the moon. If you have 4th house energy, you're heavily connected. If you have a Cancer moon, you're heavily connected. You're probably feeling tired, like just drained. Not really in that it's not that you're not happy. It's just you're trying to preserve the energy because you know that it's becoming drained a little bit more easier than usual. You might be feeling yourself is like staying in the house a little bit more and just kind of like being to yourself. Maybe even focusing more on self-care, like nails done, hair done, like facials, like waxes, like whatever you do, for your self-care rituals. You might be focusing more on that, like moon rituals even, y'all. Like anything that makes you look good. It's kind of like maybe even focusing on those Venetian energy, but it's like healing in a way. It's like you're doing it in a healing way. You might identify with that if you have heavy like moon energy, like 4th house energy in your chart. So this is what I did. I wrote down a little bit about. So 6 talks about spiritual alignment, spiritual practices and knowledge. 6 is the number of spiritual ascension, very spiritual energy. So 6 is spiritual, okay? This is a switch from that very kind of reckless, loose energy that we were in, where things felt kind of impulsive, or where we felt kind of all over the place, this is going to be that switch where we become more focused on our path, and where things start coming into alignment, even on a union level when it comes to like love. Like this is also a very loving energy, family oriented energy. Like you could see like families getting back together in a more aligning way, like a more I'm hearing universal way, but yes. So yes, universally, obviously this is astrology. So yes, universally, you may see like apologies from family or friends, you know, that you may not have talked to in a while, like or maybe if you had to distance yourself from certain people, and this could happen on a romantic relationship level as well. So it says six is as above, so below. I did say that. Six is great manifesting energy, because again, this is that energy that I was just saying, as above, so below. And it brings in the harmony and balance. It just carries an energy that brings things into alignment. So I feel like with this energy, we're going to see a lot of our manifestations, and a lot of the things we've been writing down and praying for and waiting for, y'all, we're finally going to be seeing it come out in a more bigger larger progress, I'll say, because we were dealing with smaller progress, but this full moon in Sagittarius is going to release that smallness and make it grand, make it big, and bring expansion to it. So if you've been really steadfast on your spiritual journey, being divine alignment with your talents, your career, your creativity, and just really following the divine voice, like really following your intuition, your gifts, aligning yourself with your divinity. So like if you do rituals, or if you do offerings, or whatever you do that is a part of your spiritual rituals, right? If you've been really dedicated to that, I'm telling you, there's going to be so much movement, and it's going to happen with a snap of the finger, like immediately, y'all. So I wanted to read this to y'all really quickly. This is 6 energy. It says, if you keep seeing the number 6, the universe may be sending you a message to get centered. Find focus from within and listen to your higher self. It could also be a sign to make changes, create spiritual practice, get organized, and be consistent. So what's beautiful about this energy for the full moon in Sagittarius is that it's releasing mundaneness. It's releasing a lot of energy that makes you feel like it feels like you're going, but you're going nowhere fast. It's like a repetitive energy instead of a flow-like state that is actually bringing you towards newness or new opportunities, or bringing you towards things you're actually manifesting. Y'all, we have been, a lot of people, I'm not going to say we, because I feel like this collective energy is probably not going to be the energy that's been repetitive or been on autopilot. You know what's going on. You're present. That's why you're here at this video. But there are people around you that have been on autopilot. There are people around you that have not been really waking up to what's going on in the world around them. And you are going to start seeing people seek more of that balance within. If you are the one that's more highly spiritual ranked, you will start getting more questions, and you will start getting people will start reaching out to you more around this time. And if you talk about spirituality on a larger platform, people are going to want to communicate with you. They're going to be tuning in, because now people are trying to get into that harmony and balance, because people are waking up to the fact that they have been in a very repetitive karmic cycle and they want out. So this is just where things get real, and not in a bad way. This is where people start seeing as above, so below. What I have put out is coming back to me. And now for some people, it's going to be, let me get centered. Let me organize. Let me get my shit together. I just caught 9/11. Okay, so this says virtues: sacred, dedicated, reverent, diligent, harmonizing, wise, enchanting, spiritual, prayerful, meditative, wise, and contemplative. So this is an energy that talks about being in a meditative state. This is an energy that is giving awakening. Okay. Vices for the 6 is lazy, easily distracted, irreverent, complacent, disconnected, scattered, lacking in follow through, inconsistent, erratic, irregular, mercurial. This is what we're releasing. Any form of laziness, any lack of follow through, we're releasing it. We're getting about, we're going to be about our business. It's like nothing's going to be in the way. And this is also like an energy of release or blockages, y'all. So motto says, I change within to change the world. I am the creator of my destiny. It's always an inside job. This is my numerology book. I've had this for probably 2 years, but this is the one that I always kind of reference and go back and collect some of my data. Okay. Y'all bear with me because this is a lot of energy to go through. And it says, hold on, y'all. Creates order and connects you with the divine, y'all. This is where order is coming into play. This is a more I just realized, y'all, 6th house energy, organizing, structure. Okay, I just called 1111. 6th house energy, that Virgo energy is about organizing, but 6 is also spiritual, y'all. So this full moon in Sagittarius, and y'all have to remember 9th house is also a lot about intellect, okay? A lot about intellect. It's all about philosophical things, higher learning. So this is where people are learning from their karmic cycles, learning and putting them into play. Sag energy talks about expansion, travel, restless, reckless. Remember, I talked about that, y'all. So that's on a more, that's one of the challenges or low vibrational energy of a Sagittarius. Exploratory, loves new cultures and ideas. I did say intellectual, philosophical, independent, free-spirited, honest, straightforward. This is on a more high vibrational and very a more high vibrational energy for the Sagittariuses. Some challenges that they face is impatient, impulsive, difficult to commit, blunt and unforgiving, flighty, unfocused, overly accommodating. How Spirit gave this energy to me was that a lot of the challenges that Sagittarius faces, if you've been facing those same challenges over the past 6 months, this is where we release this as a collective, okay? Collectively. If we have been impatient, we're releasing that. If we have been impulsive, we're releasing that. If we have not been able to commit to something, someone, or even ourselves, or even our spiritual journey, releasing. Remember, full moon is about releasing, okay? And this is an energy where we're releasing overextending, doing things we don't want to do, doing things that does not feel good to us. We are releasing that, okay? So let's jump right into this energy. I got this book from Amazon, y'all. I like it a lot because I love wide ruled paper, but I also love a very big journal because I kind of write kind of big. I've been extra all my life, y'all. But yeah, I write kind of big, and I write like spaced out. Like I don't like my words touching. I don't know, y'all. I'm pretty sure I got ADHD. Like I never was diagnosed, but I be seeing stuff in my thoughts, but like, wait a minute. I carry some of that, but not. I don't think it's bad, to be honest. I think anybody with anything that is so intricate like that, where you're super observant, is actually a superpower. Okay. Got to clear that energy, y'all. Cause I feel it, y'all. I feel like I'm about to get to something deep. Like, and it's crazy because I feel like my switch, I feel like I'm in librarian energy. Like, I feel like I'm in my librarian energy. I feel like I'm in my book energy. And I've been switching off for a minute. That's how I know this woman in Sagittarius is about to be very, very powerful. Whatever we had to release on the inward with that full moon in Scorpio, this is now seeing that growth outward, because that's also how it works. This, like, Scorpio energy talks about inward growth, right? Going inward. Sagittarius just talks about outward growth, okay? All right. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, divine and benevolent ones. What's in this full moon in Sagittarius energy for the collective? Oh, you guys, I will be doing full moon energy for mutable, fixed, and cardinal signs. I will be doing it separate on TikTok though. I'm not going to do it on here. I'm trying to do more collective messages on here, so I think I'll be doing more collective energy. But you can always catch me on TikTok, y'all. I have not posted on YouTube in a while. It's not something I want to continue to keep like that. It's just that I've been really trying to pour into one platform at a time, and be patient with myself, you know, instead of spreading myself like really thin. I just thought it was best to pour into one platform. So I've been really pouring into TikTok, and I just post whatever's like, I just post the same videos on Instagram, because some people don't have a TikTok. But here nor there, I'm going to start doing more collective energy on here and putting more of my astrology stuff on here, y'all. Y'all know astrology is literally like my first love. So, and I've really been like I have not been even, things have been going on so much that I haven't been able to focus on the astrology. Okay. But let's get into this energy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the full moon and Sagittarius energy for the collective. The Six of Swords when they come out, which is the Six of Michaels. So that talks about changing directions, y'all. This is where it's like, whatever you thought was your life, whatever you thought was just written in stone, this is where you choose your destiny, okay? This is where you choose what is actually what God wants for you. Sometimes we make it seem like, oh, well, this is just my life, and this is just what you know, what the cards I was dealt, and that's it. And that's how a lot of people have been living, y'all, on that autopilot, like, oh, well, this is the job, you know, that gets me by every day, and this is the, you know, this is the person that you know, I may not be happy with this person, or we don't really love each other, but it makes life easier to be with this person. This is where we're releasing all of that, y'all. I'm telling you, and that energy may not be this collective. It may not be, but I'm telling you, there's people around you where you're gonna start seeing them rise. Like people you never even expected is gonna be like, oh, y'all woke now. That scared me, y'all. I'm like, what is talking? Okay. See, this is that wake up energy, y'all. Oh my gosh, the 10 of Gabriel, which is the 10 of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles, which is the 5 of, oh, I said the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Ariel. Epiphany, okay? This is 9 energy. All right? So this talks about joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. I believe that's the Hermit. Leap of faith. Okay, y'all, this is the full energy. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. This is where the collective stops doing what does not fulfill them. This is where we stop the bullshit, okay? And I mean everybody, because even though we're on this higher version or this higher vibration of this collective energy, there is still something that we're going to get from this, okay? There is still something that we need to also kind of move from, like something that we are stuck in, okay? That we are going to be moved from, that we are going to be called out of, because it no longer actually fulfills us. And it's no longer aligned. Okay, so this energy is like the collective, like we need to be in this energy of being more fierce, more bold, okay? Sagittarius do have very bold energy when they are in their confident, very much like you can't tell me shit type of energy, you know? But this is not in a way that's going to be this is not a way where it's like flaring the ego. This is in a really spiritual way. This is like, I'm following my divine path. I'm following my divine union. I'm following the person that God puts, you know, in my life that I know that I'm supposed to either be with or collaborate with or be in business with, y'all. This is actually happening on a very big scale because we are now out of the 5D. Everything is spiritual. Every day that we wake up, we are in a spiritual we're in a spiritual energy and in a spiritual world. However, this is going to be reflecting more on the physical, which is why I said that small progression energy that we were in, gone. Okay? This is going to happen on a large platform. I don't know why Spirit gave me that, but this is going to happen in a large, expansive way. On the collective energy, there is going to be travel, of course. Some is going to be for leisure. Some is going to be for you actually picking up and moving to a new state, a new environment, for a new job, or whatever the case may be. But this is newness, okay? This is learning something new about yourself, learning new cultures and ideas, okay? So this is also where a lot of the collective, a new phase of spiritual awakenings. This is where Spirit is saying the other 50% rise. That's interesting. And I'm saying, looking at 909. Spirit is saying this is where the other 50% rise. Yeah, people are leaving that autopilot 3D energy. See, this collective that's watching it has already done that. So you are actually being called to be the teacher. This is teacher energy for you. This is you being called to be the teacher. This is actually really interesting. This is deep. And I just called 222. Because what's happening is that Spirit has affected a lot of people on a financial level that has been out of alignment for a long time, that was not listening. So moving forward, what's going to happen is that the collective that has been listening to the divine order, has been listening to divine order, that has been listening to Spirit, that has been listening to their Spirit team, right? There is rewards. There is so many divine downloads that we are getting because Spirit needs us to understand how to move in this new energy. Because this is unlike anything we've ever been in before. This is where things get easier. This is where we understand why a lot of things we had to let go of, why we had to stop doing certain things or stop being around certain peoples. I said peoples. Stop being around certain people. Stop being, stop having certain mindsets. Like this is where we understand what that energy was. I feel like this full moon in Sagittarius is the energy of what I was saying too about the energy just in general, is that whatever we gather in our meditative state, in this hermit mode, in this in isolation, and taking a step back, like taking our energy back, whatever we learned is where we're going, is where we're going. Whatever we learned in this hermit mode is exactly where the collective is going. Following your heart, following your intuition, following the new things that you have learned about yourself, about your spiritual journey, about your destiny, about your soul mission and your soul path. Decisions, y'all. We're gonna be called to make a lot of decisions with this full moon in Sagittarius. It's like, it's the energy of Spirit asking you to lighten your load just by making the right choices. Just by remembering what you learned in this hermit energy, this meditative state. This is where you show up in your true spiritual self, your true spiritual leadership, Spirit is saying. Spirit said you are being followed. And I don't mean this in a weird way. I mean people are following you. I'm talking to a collective of people that are teachers that have been on this journey for a very long time. Some of you, it's just been a lot of you learning behind closed doors. Some people don't even know what you have been through and what your experience looks like, but it's about to be shown in a big way. Some of you have just been perfecting your spiritual gifts behind closed doors. And now you're ready. I cannot make this up. The High Priestess? Hello. Like, excuse me. Thank you so much, Spirit. 8 of Ariel, you've been working. As I said that, you have been working on your spiritual gifts behind closed doors. And when I say that people are going to be wowed, this is the collective of teachers, of spiritual teachers and leaders. And you are helping the other 50% of people that are in this spiritual awakening. You, whoever's watching this. Wow, this is the collective energy. So this is more than 100 people. And I'm a part of this collective too, y'all. So for you that's watching this, you may be in the brunt of your spiritual awakening. But y'all been here before. So you thinking that this is your first rodeo. It's not. Maybe you already know this. Maybe you already know this. You're very intuitive, highly gifted. I'm going to be right back, y'all. The funny thing is, and I was getting a lot of downloads earlier, and I'm so glad I just stopped. I had this urge to make a stew. Y'all, I don't really make stews like that. Like, I don't really make soups and stews unless it's wintertime. And I felt called to make a stew. Like a soup, same thing, stew soup, whatever. And Spirit gave me that you have watched your stew. You have watched it kind of like cook. It's like you've watched it cook. I've sat here. I have been cooking this stew for hours, y'all. I opted out of the crock pot. I put it on the stove pot. I put it on the stove top. And Spirit just it's been unfolding. A lot of these channels have been unfolding, you know? It's like you've watched it. You've watched yourself grow. Some of you, this is years of shadow work, of healing. You've watched yourself be seasoned. And you did all the work. I did that by myself. I added everything that I wanted to my liking. And nobody to consider it. I didn't have to ask anybody. I didn't have to put it to somebody else's taste and likings. I put my seasonings on it. And y'all probably like, don't you cook every day or don't you cook every day? I do cook. I'm an avid cooker, but sometimes y'all have to see the messages within your everyday life. That is where you get your channel messages. It's in your everyday life because the divine is always talking through you, talking to you. Okay? So you could be fiending for like, I don't know why I use the word fiending. This is how I know this is really extra energy. But you could be also relating to that, like soups, stews, focusing more on your health because that's 6th health energy. So you could be adding more like herbs, you know, to your food or smoking herbs even. Like you could be, you know, drinking more teas. It's just like getting back to what we were doing on a spiritual level, on a physical level. Like this is integrating that health and wellness plus spirituality again. This is getting back to that energy. So If you're finding yourself being more cautious about what you're eating, if you're finding yourself still indulging, but starting to add certain things back into your diet, or this is new things into your diet that is considered more healthier, then you are in the right energy. I got the Knight of Raphael. I feel like this is also an energy of where this expansive energy is like, it's just like collectively we're no longer hiding. And it's not to say we were actually hiding before. I just think that a lot of us were being heavily protected. But now that your gifts are perfected, now that you have perfected your spiritual practices, now that you have strengthened your prayer, now that you know how to put on your spiritual protection and armor, now that you know how to not give into certain energy and certain spirits, in different vessels, you know how to identify narcissistic energies, demonic entities. You know how to identify people that are ops spiritually. You know how to identify people that actually want to just knock you off your throne. You know how to identify people that want to destiny swap with you. Now that you are understanding how to be a spiritual warrior and a spiritual leader at the same time, you are in a place where you are now going to be in an expansive energy where new offerings, this could be romantic, this could be business, new jobs, new careers for some of you, if you're still in 9-to-5 field. But whatever your desire is going to be in your divine. The six of Michael is here. I said he wanted to come out. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. This is where anything that was stopping you, blockages financially from moving to places that you feel more spiritually aligned with, this is where that energy is released, y'all. When I say this, full moon in Sagittarius is going to bring us so much more of this Jupiterian energy. It's going to really bring us. Jupiter is also in Cancer, and it likes being in Jupiter. Cancer likes to be in. Wait, Jupiter likes Cancer. Cancer likes to be in Jupiter. Yes. Y'all get what I'm saying? They like each other, okay? Jupiter, I don't think it's exalted in Jupiter, but because I think it's exalted in Pisces, but it likes Cancer. Jupiter likes Cancer. And I feel like this is just the energy where more optimism, very much more high vibrational, good vibes, like good energy amongst the world. I feel like this is going to be an upper in a way. Like this is going to be where we feel more up. I feel like this is also what people are going to be more in a good energy, good moods as well. So just know that things are happening just the way it's supposed to. You're going to have more of an understanding as to why things were not going the way that you needed them to or thought you wanted them to, because God has something more grand for us, okay? The divine has something way bigger that is going to be aligning for this collective. So this is a full moon in Sagittarius collective energy. If you align with this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you like this video and you align with me, in general, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here, y'all, because I do want to I may postpone it until tomorrow because your girl is tired. But I want to do the energy for the full moon for the mutable sign, fixed sign, and cardinal placements. So just check out my TikTok and see if I did post it. I do go live on TikTok as well. And I am offering personal readings. All of my information for personal readings is actually going to be on TikTok, and you can DM me through there. I will put some of the information in the description box as well. Because my website, y'all, I'm going a different route with my website. I had a website made, but it just seemed to be too much at this, like right now. So I'm trying something different, and I just have not completed it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just have y'all DM me. For some of you on YouTube, it's going to be emailing me. Okay? Well, I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your week, your month, and I hope to see you again.